Page 14, popcorn. This is at the bottom of the page. There's nothing new here. We're learning, or we're using what we've already learned, I hope. Well, let's review. It is so important that you understand all these symbols. You need to know what they're called. You need to know what they mean. So let's just go over them briefly. You have two staves. The author calls them fences. I call them staves. That's the 5 lines, a group of 5 lines. It's a staff. They're connected with these vertical bars called bar lines or measure lines. At the end of the piece, you get a thin and thick bar line. That's called the end of the piece symbol. That means the piece is over. You have a treble clef in the top staff and a bass clef in the bottom staff. You got 4/4 time signatures. So you know there's 4 beats in a measure. You're counting to 4. And the bottom number tells you what you're counting. A quarter note. So there is the same as 4 quarter notes in every measure. A quarter note gets a count, then a half note gets 2 counts, and I don't see any whole notes here, so it's just quarter notes and half notes. Now we're playing our note C that we've got. Now that's covering everything pretty much, I think. So let's look it over. It's 4 measures long. We know the treble and bass clef already. I talked about them. The 4/4 time signature, I talked about them. And I see quarter notes and half notes, I talked about those. Let's make sure we got the notes okay. So the right hand starts thumb here, and the left hand starts thumb here. We're still in middle C position. And you're going to play 2 notes with the right hand, and then 2 notes with the left hand, and then you got a note with the right hand, and then the left hand, and then 2. You get the idea? So you go through, play these notes, then go back through it however many times it takes to get rid of the hesitation so it's a steady beat. You can take it any speed you want, doesn't matter, but it must be a steady beat throughout. So if you're hesitating or messing up, slow it down. You're going too fast. Now I might mention they keep giving you words in here so you can sing along as you want to. I don't sing in my videos, so God, is torture enough as it is. But if you want to sing along, you go ahead. In my mind, singing just makes it a little harder, more complicated, because you got to learn the piece, and then you got to read the words and the notes all at the same time. And you go right ahead if you want to, but I'm not singing in these. Let's play this together very slowly and double check that you have the correct notes and rhythms. I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go. Now we'll try it. So you put your hands in middle C position and we'll try it. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, off. Now, there is a duet part for this also. A duet, I should say, is where there's 2 people playing or singing the same song at the same time. That's a duet. I keep saying there's a duet part. Well, it means that you and your teacher can play together. I'm going to play the stuff there, the teacher's part, and you play what you just played. We're going to do the same speed we just did. I'll give us 4 counts. Remember, you got to focus on what you're doing. But you got to listen to me to stay with me, because I might be doing different things than you're doing, huh? 1, 2, ready, go.